And then get this since we just found out about something. Yeah. So general. Sewer replacement money. I'm sorry, that is for the pond.
Okay,
This is for water repair, replacement pipes, anything like that. And that is sewer money in there. So this we can use to fix that water main. I was buying budget money for it, which was nice. And since 2017, only thing that has been done with them, one of these accounts, we transfer money into there, not regulated by the government, but just.
I suppose there's only so many things you can do with it.
Correct, but this is just so whenever the sewer, or not the sewer, but the water treatment plant is paid off, we have money in that account to be able to, repair, replace, do whatever. But like for that motor, we just redid that motor, that can come out of there. And then these, since 2017, have just sat there, and all we done is collect interest, and the one account is transferred, I'm not spending $1 out of it, so. Yeah, but that's what they're there. So. No, whenever you're done, I just need back to this only copy I have, so I don't forget what I'm doing. How was it happening again?
It's not too bad, yeah, that's what you just said, it's all right, right now.
I'm sweating like crazy. Kristen, what was this clean water fund thing you gave me last night? That was for the agreement we have for the sewer treatment plant, correct?
I think so.
Okay. I have not had time to read through it, so. Did you find anything that we talked about today?
Yes, and actually Brandy talked to her and she has no plans to do food trucks during rustic lore.
Okay,
Just music during the day.
okay,
And she'll be here tonight.
Yep.
Sounds like.
that's perfect, all right,
But I do have the ordinance here
okay.
printed out. Oh, okay.
Hey Ken,
Yes.
we're not doing the sign up sheet anymore, right?
No,
Why is that?
Because a lot of people weren't signing up.
yeah. Cause like, when I asked you to say, you're like, oh, it's against my first amendment, I have to sign it, so there's no point in having it if no one wants to sign it.
No, I meant for the like speaking.
Yes, that's what I'm
Okay,
talking, yeah.
Okay.
So do we not get to speak anymore?
No, you can.
How do we,
Have you been in a meeting lately?
that matters?
Have you been here since we took the sign up sheet away?
It disappeared right after I asked for a copy of it. And after that, no more sign-in sheet.
So have you been to a meeting since then?
Yes.
Okay, then you would know, that when we get to that part, I ask if anyone has any comments. I've done that every meeting.
He did
Okay.
that. He did that last meeting too.
How is record kept of who talks? Because it seems like my name's the only one that ever gets put into the notes.
Ask her.
I put it in the minutes. Whoever speaks goes in the minutes.
Sometimes I don't speak and I'm still in there. That's why I'm asking. I'm not saying it's you.
Or even if you aren't speaking, you're listed in who's present.
Yeah,
Everyone, she lists everyone who's
Everybody's
here.
always on there as being
Yeah.
present.
but I've never seen anybody that's not me that sits out here listed as present. That's what I'm getting at. That's why I'm
Have you
asking.
read the last minutes? Because I list every single person sitting in the audience.
Let's see,
Why? I'm just curious as to why.
Because that's how it's done, I guess. I don't know.
Was that something that was told that you had to do?
I just am going off of what's been done for the last. I
Pretty
don't know,
common though,
years.
city council or county
Here's that
board,
one.
Okay.
it's everybody's listed to attend.
let's see. I mean, I wouldn't believe you were the only one listed. I'm not saying you're wrong, because I don't look at the.
Well, if we look at
That's
last
cool.
month's meeting, it says also present were myself,
Mhm.
Police Chief Platt, Officer Hoyt, Public Works Director Dave Caress, Chief Holden, Ambulance Director Julie Lee, Lynn McIntyre from Cedar Corp, Carlton DeWitt, Angela Jeske, who was sitting next to your wife,
Mhm.
Amanda Olson, and David Olson. So everybody that was sitting in these chairs is listed in that, also
Okay.
present.
So then that month, when everybody was here talking about wanting to use the bridge over there for their ATVs and snowmobiles, my name was the only one that got put in there.
I did not do those minutes, so I don't have any idea.
I don't keep the minutes, so.
Well, it was that meeting's, paperwork that I requested, so I could see who else was speaking that night. 'Cause it was only my name saying I was concerned rather than, anything else.
I honestly don't have an answer for it, sorry.
That, so I can't speak for her. I don't know.
I was trying to also keep track of toothpaste. Because it doesn't seem like I took a few videos and trying to make sure that he eats or whatever and his stability.
Just meet tonight.
See, my phone would do that at first, but then it would not keep it.
And you rotate it and then rotate it back. And it was fine.
I love you. Go grab a paper. So you have one for the village. So you have one for the money.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
Is that a quorum in there?
You'll have to make sure I get one of yours. Where do you want me to sit?
Uh-huh. That chair's over right here.
I don't know if they work. I don't have my computer yet, so I figured I might as well be. Bring what I needed.
Was that Miss Shirley? This is gonna be fun. She's one of the people who thinks that being upset about the loud M&M music means we need to get out of town. So that ought to be fun.
It'd be great.
Beautiful.
I actually looked at stuff today and I thought, this is not done until tomorrow, right?
Or just.
Oh, you know, I
If
see
you
that.
ever, yeah, if you ever wondered to.
One of them cemetery.
Yes.
Thank
Sure. Yep. That's it.
you.
Yeah.
Pontoon right after breakfast.
I got a hair appointment right after breakfast.
Okay.
That's here.
I got my hair curl. No. Can we do a little later?
Yeah,
Okay. What's the one?
I'll do that.
Paper. As well as like,
Amanda, right?
Yep.
Jeff.
So now I understand. Yeah. Because I just assumed it was. In that.
Yeah, he's so.
Yeah.
Once in a while, there's a bad one.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine.
But no, the thing is, there's enough history if one of these goes up next week or 5 years from now.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm still there. Let's hope not, yeah.
They, I never even saw them. They switched back. This was. I never, we haven't changed it all.
That's good.
Yeah. No, so-
Even the LED, they run more. It's actually, it's not a bad thing.
No, those have to be cheap. How's it going? Good. How are you?
The chairs are oh, yeah, now we're good, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Start there. Do we need your more chairs? Give me a second. This is the actual. Correct. Oh, Amanda. Did they set up your mailbox or anything like that? No.
They said it was you bet. Plenty of room.
Holy
Really?
crap.
Does she have a?
We have a party.
Hey,
Do I
Rob.
get a see the sign right?
No, you still are punished by sitting. I need to keep an eye on you. You can't go anywhere. Come in, come in.
Back to Columbus. We're selling Tootsie Rolls.
No,
Thought everybody should have one that was not.
Huh? He might have.
You want a man and.
I get the garage, I get a keys.
Just made a change up.
Aren't you gonna say thank you for supporting the Knights of Columbus?
Thank you.
Hey, Ross.
Hi, how are you?
I got a dragon.
Like a real one that you walk around with?
His name is
There's a
Toothless.
guy that brings one of them to the farmer's market.
Oh, Toothless will be coming with me.
Can we push this back? Like, if we need an extra roll? I'm the fattest one. Front and center. Chief, front and center. Other chief, front and center.
Right at you.
I brought my computer if you need it. You know I can't read it. I bring Jemima. Brought your computer.
Did you?
See this? Shazam.
Right there.
It's right there.
Do you have those extra bills that I can show the council members, ones that we just approved in?
I can go grab them.
Yeah, they may want to see them. Oh, sorry.
Matt.
Yeah.
This is Mackenzie.
Hi.
Want you to talk to her before you guys leave.
Absolutely.
Nice to meet you.
We could have carpooled.
I was thinking about going for a run. You should have came with.
What was that? Reading the comics? Yeah, you know this back really one. No way.
I wouldn't say
I can run faster. I thinking on fast is good than that, he says, Scott.
Here are,
You don't have to dangle the steak.
What?
here are additions to whatever bills that
Glass of wine, something.
finance committee approved to get paid as well.
Making man.
Sorry, one of them has to work, right?
Yeah.
Jerry, these are extra bills that were put in here.
Awesome, appreciate it.
You wanna pass them all when it comes to that time? Well, they're just right here. Okay.
And I got the first. A little bit easier to read.
Yeah.
These extra bills. IRS, you better pay that one.
Why is this TV so down?
January. See this? See this here? This and see this? Welcome home.
Yeah, I know. We don't use it anymore.
Ben said, why are you on here? I said, "'Cause I don't want to." He goes, "You learned a lot." I go,
He literally just asked me that, and I said, Terry said, absolutely not.
I said, I'll take this one again. I'll give you this stuff. But if you think I can, like I should.
Too late now.
Too late now.
I'm not changing it.
It's not changing. I can come though. I can just come and listen. Hey, Bill Koosman, there's a chair for you right up here in the front, right where you used to sit.
All right, it is 7 o'clock. I would like to call the April Glenwood City Council meeting to order. Madam Clerk, if you would call the roll.
And Fletcher,
Yes.
Gary Ross.
Here.
Brenda Groves. John Kraft. Amanda Shoney. Yeah. Jeff Stoner.
Yes.
Mike Burke.
All right, everyone rise for the pledge of allegiance. Move the flag to this. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Agenda number 3, approval of tonight's agenda. May I have a motion? Do I have a second? All those in favor, vote by saying aye. All opposed, same sign. Agenda is approved. Approval of the March 16th, 2026 Common Council minutes. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second? Second. All those in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Agenda item number 5, approval of the bills to be paid. Ben.
We went through the bills and approved them to make a recommendation to the council to pay the.
With the addition of those other ones. that you guys- Yep.
That came in.
All right.
The tree that came in late.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Will you call the roll, please?
Gary Ross.
Yes.
Brenda Groves. John Kraft. Amanda Shoney. Jeff Stoner.
Yes.
Mike Burke.
All right, bills will be paid. Agenda item number 6, public comments on issues. I will start this way. Anyone comments? Comments? Nothing? All right. Agenda item number 7, we will skip, I don't believe anyone's here for summer rec. Agenda number 8, department head reports, the library.
We're starting to wind down our spring stuff. We've had quite a few events. We have 2 more coming up in May. And then we're gonna stop our story time for a little bit so we can take a breather and get ready for summer reading. We already have some performers lined up for the summer and some performers lined up for the fall. So we have a few different things going on. We're also teaming up with 1 library, 2 libraries for the classic guitarist who we hosted last year. He's going to be in Hammond, so we are going to team up with her, and she'll be hosting it coming up in August. And then we're also teaming up with 5 other libraries to do an informational lectures. So every month, each library will host a different lecture on different subjects. We're going to see how that goes, and it might be a continuous thing year after year. So we'll have 2 lectures here that we'll host. We are also hosting the Traveling Book Club again in July, which we will actually have here in the community center. Last time we hosted, we had about 20 people there. So that is, Traveling Book Club is a library book club that is with all those St. Croix County libraries. So each one hosts each month. So we actually are going to do it twice this year. We did, the Friends of the Library did receive a $2,000 grant for a Dolly Parton program through St. Croix Electric. Right now, that's about it.
Does anyone have any questions for Michelle?
No, but you guys, she pulls in a lot of people. She got a puzzle thing. And I mean, you guys would never believe the numbers. How many people you have?
We had 12 teams. We had over 40 people for the puzzle race.
Just for a puzzle race.
Our first one.
So keep your eye on my Facebook because all the stuff they're doing, a lot of people come by, ice cream socials, really good for the kids.
Nice. I have one thing for you. Going through the budget, library repair and maintenance. There was a big bill February, March. You weren't here last time, but we've already went through 43% of the budget in like 25% of the year. So
part of that goes right to IFLS, and they take it right away at the beginning of the year.
what is IFLS?
IFLS is our library system.
Okay.
So we usually do $4,000 right away. I think between $3,000 to $4,000, if I remember right.
Okay, and then, so that wouldn't be a library subscription?
No. Subscriptions is our books.
Okay. We need to look at possibly coding that different. I don't know why. Something we pay would be repair and maintenance. That seems to be an awfully odd thing. So just, we can look at that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
IFLS. Well, IFLS, they only charge us to give us a bill once or twice a year for different things. But they're not always repair. Sometimes they're for supplies.
So they do repair.
Repair would be our computers.
So they are like a service, you have a contract with them to provide
They are
service.
tech. Yeah.
There we go. All right.
Okay.
Never mind. That makes sense. Okay.
There are tech people.
Okay.
Yes.
And is that contract, is that per time, or do you pay them this flat fee and they cover everything we need within a certain parameter?
Right, the one at the beginning is our flat fee. That deals with like our carrier that we get 3 times a week. It also deals with the computer system maintenance. And then some of the other benefits we get through the MORE program that we're part of. So That's the big chunk.
Gotcha. And if someone haywire, they would still do it, but that would be a different or another.
Right, like we had the blackout.
Yeah, right.
They came and dealt with our,
Okay,
our stuff.
gotcha. All right, that makes sense. Thank you
Yep.
for that. Anyone else have anything? All right, thank you. Public Works, I know you got nothing going on, Dave. So quick.
What have you been doing all day?
Just switching gears this spring, we had a couple of water leaks. One was on a service line. We repaired that one. We were isolating that one. We had up a leak on one of our water main valves on the main. So we dug that one up and repaired that one. We got the sewer main repaired behind the shop. And then I have a couple other things to talk about later on, but we're just getting parks and ball fields and street sweeping and lawn mowing and this kind of switching gears, so. Other than that, I don't have a ton.
And the sewers that were fixed, that was everything that we had budgeted last year that came out of that, nothing new that has been done. They just finally were able to dig that one up because the letter was finally
Correct.
decent enough, yeah. We talked about, trees and stuff down at the park. Dave, did reach out, got the DNR person down to take a look. Some we might be able to save.
She's coming back when the canopies come on and the leaves come on the trees to evaluate the rest of them. There's 3 that I marked that she said are need to come down. And we took one of those down. Now we're just waiting for it to dry up to get the other one by a pool fence, but she's gonna look at them and then we'll see what we've got this spring. So hoping we don't have to take them all down at once. So we can treat them. If they're smaller than, I think she said 16 inches, 15 or 16 inches, we can treat them ourselves. We can put a drip line around the bottom. It's supposed to be good for a couple of years, but I mean, the damage gets done and stuff. So we'll just have to see what they look like.
If anyone's asking, we're making a couple of repairs to the park as well. One of our teeter totters or something broke, and we've got springs and stuff. So if anyone, getting out in the spring, they'll complain to you guys. We're actually on, we know what's going on. Anyone have anything for Dave?
There's no here for the summer rec, is with that email that we got, is that just for Sarah to just talk to Dave about that stuff?
As far as what they want done, she's been going through me, I've been going.
Like just relaying, I saw an email, so, okay.
Yeah, and I have met with both her and with Katie Stahl, told if David and I talked, things that we can do, things that we can't do, but yeah, they're on top of it as far as
Okay,
the schedule, all that stuff. So.
all right, sounds good, thanks.
Anything else?
Dave.
All right, thanks. Chief Collette, the police department.
Nothing new to add, other than what's already in the packet.
Anyone have anything for the chief? All right. Chief Holden, fire department.
I don't have much on this part. I got a couple of things down below, but I just want everybody to know we had some excitement a week ago Friday. We were doing a control burn, and unfortunately got away from us. So that's why we had 5 departments come to help us. So anybody seen that? It wasn't a big deal. Nothing, no buildings or anything got burned. So other than that, that's really all I got. So down below.
Questions for Chief Holden? All right, thanks, Greg. Director Lee.
Yes, so we completed our egg yard, biggest year we've had yet. It went really well. We applied for the Leave Behind program with the state, which is basically, it includes fentanyl and xylazine test strips and Narcan. And then when we have, there's 2 ways, but one way is when we have a call for an overdose. We can leave behind, which is, what it's called, leave behind test strips. So some of our addicts, I guess, for lack of a better term, can test what they're using to make sure that they're taking what they think they're taking. with the fentanyl and xylazine test strips. And then also we can leave behind Narcan for them, in the event they have a family member or, you know, a roommate or something that may be able to help them in their time of need. So we have applied to do that. When Narcan first came out, we also applied, and we were one of the first services that were given approval by the state to start using Narcan in the field. So, and then if we don't have as many units as they submit to us, if we're approved for it. If we don't use them all, we can basically go to the ones that we have been to in the past and hand them out there to get them out in the community. We completed another printing of emergency safety books that some of the businesses have sponsored. We did that a year ago, and I presented council each with a copy of them. We're gonna hand those out at National Night Out to everybody. We covered for Boyceville Ambulance for, I believe it was 8 days and nights. That we covered for them, their calls, and that has now changed, so they're back to, they have their director in place again. We have National EMS Week coming up, May 17th to the 23rd. We will be recognizing our crew during that time, that week, as we always do. We are also going into school. We are doing a coloring contest for the K through the 5th graders. We have trophies for first, second, and third place winners of the coloring contests. And we will be serving lunch to, right now we're gonna do the K through 5th grade, no, I'm sorry, through 8th grade. And then we're gonna see if people aren't called out that were shorthanded, then we're gonna stay and serve the high school also. But we will be serving them lunch and along with the other lunch ladies out there. And just getting out in the community a little bit and doing things like that. We used to go in and do that, and then COVID hit, and then everyone kind of got away from it. So we're going back in and doing that training this week. That's it.
All right, questions for Director Lee? All right, thanks, Julie, appreciate it. Madam Clerk, anything from you?
Last week I went to the Wisconsin Municipal Clerks Association Conference in Eau Claire for 2 days. There's a lot of good information. Made it through the spring election. Everything went really well with that. It was a long night, but it went good. I got our final COVID relief report, the ARPA report submitted, so hopefully we're done with that thing. Recycling annual report has been submitted for the year. Quarterly reporting is done, which includes unemployment reporting and our 941 tax payments for the first 3 months of the year. Our liquor license packets went out to all the businesses that need liquor and cigarette and tobacco licenses. And I will be out of the office next week, starting Wednesday and back the following Tuesday for my son's graduation from boot camp for the Marines.
Awesome. All right. Anyone have anything?
You're awesome.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. I don't have a lot. Number one, a new board member, Amanda Shoney. Welcome her. She's brave enough, I guess, to want to do this, so that's awesome. Mike Burr also will be a new member of the board. I'm sure some of you are aware of what's going on with him, so he will join us at his earliest convenience. We definitely will not rush him into doing this, but he still wants to do the job, so he will be here with us soon. I think the only other thing I really have is just getting a handle on some of our accounts with the auditor, just kind of separating money, figuring out where all our stuff is. Dave and I had talked, it'll come up a little later, but looking for certain funds that things could be paid out of instead of the budget. After talking to the auditor, we were able to find, give or take, $160,000. Not all of it can be used for what we need, but there are some funds that we have not been using. They have not been used since 2017. the previous mayor. People were not aware of this stuff either, so I talked with the auditors about trying to be a little more transparent with stuff. If it's not covered by federal regulations, they say they don't have to or have not done a great job with that. So that's on me to make sure that they're a little more open with us and we kind of know what's going on. So just good news there. We're not going to spend money that we don't have for some stuff. Anyone have anything for me? Don't laugh. Bring it there.
Bring it out in the open. Don't like it.
All right, old business, Hinman Park, I don't believe anyone's here to talk about that tonight. Just, they are, what are we, in the process of trying to figure out a plan, Dave, when we're start putting that new stuff in down there? Some of the equipment is already here in the shed. We'll repair what we can repair and we'll just go as we go.
And we're looking at purchasing used possibly and still doing a big structure this summer.
Oh, okay,
It's in the works, we're still meeting.
okay, perfect. All right, new business, agenda number 10, election of a president of the Common Council. I will take nominations from any of you for a new president. Steve was the president last year. Of course, he is no longer with us.
I nominate Judd.
A nomination for Judd Kraft.
I second that.
I have a second. Do we have any other nominations? Do we have any other nominations? Do we have any other nominations? With that said, we have a motion for Judd to be the new president. I have a second. All those in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Congratulations, Judd, you are the new.
Should have been here. That was a good job, man.
Bet you won't miss another meeting.
Or they'll never come to another. Agenda number 11, mayoral appointment of committees, commissions, and boards. I just gave you guys all a new updated sheet. Not a lot has changed. A few people moved around on the boards. Obviously, with 2 new members, we did some different things. But if people are doing a good job, I kind of left them where they were for the most part. So do I have a motion to approve these committees and commissions? So do I have a second? Second. All those in favor, vote by saying aye. All opposed, same sign. All right. Thanks for letting me appoint people. Agenda number 12, designation of official newspaper. Do I have a motion to designate a newspaper as our official paper? Motion for the Tribune. Second. All right, motion has been made in second for Carleton's newspaper. All those in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right, you gotta come another year, Carleton, sorry.
Thank you for this.
Yeah.
I might also add our Colfax paper is now the official paper, not only the village of Colfax, but the city of Menominee, town of Menominee, and Dunn County.
Oh, very nice,
Oh,
congratulations.
nice. Good for you.
Yeah, congratulations. All right, agenda number 13, presentation of dictaphone equipment to police department by Reese and Angela Jeske. The floor is yours. Chief, you want to come forward probably?
And so can you stand over here, I'm gonna take a picture.
You take his picture.
Okay.
Good evening. For those that don't know my name, it is Reese Jeske, and I am a member of the Holy Cross Church as a part of the confirmation process. We are all asked to do a project before getting confirmed. I was having a hard time coming up with a project. And then my mom and I sat down and talked about ways that we could make a difference in the community. And if any of you know my mom, it wasn't gonna be something little. Together we reorganized for the need for the unity in our community. We saw the need to recognize our heroes and those who work hard to serve and protect our community. That's why I have decided to organize the Paint the Town Blue event to help raise funds for our Glenwood City Police Department. Our mission has been to sell blue LED light bulbs for the community, for outside porches, garages, doorways, to show their support for the ones that serve and protect each bulb and raise money towards safety equipment and useful tools for our local officers. I also wanted to purchase dictation devices for the police department to use when writing reports, retaining statements from citizens, translate audio, or as needed to complete their necessary duties. Today, I am here to present those devices to Chief Klatt and Officer Hoyt. That I was able to purchase with some of the money I've raised so far. This past Saturday, we hosted an event sponsored by Wyatt Johnson, owner of 57 Hills Exteriors at the gas station here in town. While the weather wasn't so nice, the community definitely was. This whole project has turned into something so much bigger than we ever imagined. And it's all because of you, people like you. We raised almost $400 just at that event, and that's not enough excitement. That's just what we raised Saturday, and that means we've had over $1,000 for the Glenwood City and Police Department just in all. To everyone that has purchased a light, made a donation, shared the post on social media, shared with your neighbor and family, or simply just believes in this vision, thank you for standing behind us and supporting our local heroes. Seeing our community come together like this, lighting up homes and hearts in blue is something we will never forget. Your kindness, generosity, and excitement has truly humbled us. Every single bulb is a reminder that support, unity, and appreciation are alive and shining bright in our community. We are beyond grateful, and we hope that you feel just as much as this means, not only to us, but to the entire community and heroes we are honoring. A heartfelt thank you to everyone who has helped make this project even possible this far. I couldn't have done it without you. With the few weeks under our belts, this vision of at the beginning of takeoff at a much faster rate than we have ever dreamed of. Now we're rolling forward with full momentum, determination, and deep passion to keep it going at full speed. Which means if you still would like to support my project, you didn't miss out. We have the end date in sight, so please message, call, or send a carrier pigeon or scan the QR code on any posters hung up around town to complete the form if you still need a light bulb. Thank you, Chief Klatt, Officer Hoyt, and all of our heroes and leaders in our small community for choosing us, the community safe, and making this much a wonderful place to make big differences.
Take pictures.
Yes, please.
We can probably get it from her too.
Carlton, my underwear.
You could get it on your own.
I could, but I'm not.
Thank you.
Nice job,
Thank you,
Reese.
Reese.
And Angela, very nice.
Sure, thank you.
There's all kinds of investors and stuff in there. You guys will help.
This would be big help for the department.
Thank you very much. What a great job and what a good idea. Thank you so much for doing that. Yes.
If anybody wants to scan QR codes or flyers and stuff too, Carlton. We have one in the library too. Yeah. What did you do with this? Reese, where's your paper?
I'm done. I'm done.
He's out. Good job, Reese.
Good.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. Agenda number 14, discussion consideration of approval for fire department to purchase a bracket for hard suction and red module lights for fire truck.
All right.
I thought we said after the fire truck, you weren't gonna do this. We were done.
I wish we were done. All right, so basically what we need is. We need a hard suction, basically that hooks our truck to a hydrant. Or it goes into a drop tank. So I got a quote from Custom Fire As you can see on the first page. All right, so two things, we'll start with the ladder rack. What?
Carlton was.
Oh. It doesn't have to be put in the paper.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay, so we have a ladder rack. The ladder rack is hydraulic, it comes down and it goes to arms level, so we can just take the ladder off. We do not have a hard suction, so what we need to do is put this hard suction someplace. So we're gonna get brackets. If we get this approved, we'll put brackets on it, so now the hard suction will be at arms level, and we can pull it off instead of trying to pass it up on top of the truck and pulling it off and risking injury. So by doing this, the hydraulics currently aren't strong enough to do the ladder and the hard suction. So it has to go up and they have to rebuild the hydraulics, and then they have to put the brackets on. And that's for a price of, as you can see, $4,403.70. The other unfortunate thing is this truck came from Minnesota. So in Minnesota, they run blue and red lights. Wisconsin, we can't do that. So the next line is the light bar light modules. So we need four in the front and one in the corner. So that is a price. Those are a little expensive because the light bar is a little bit older. But to buy a new light bar, it would have been $3,500, where we're going to get it by with about $1,200-1,300. So that gives us a grand total at the bottom of what it's going to cost through custom fiber. So the second sheet that I gave you is what we got for the sale of our truck, what we purchased our new truck for, and we've already bought new front tires because at some point they're going to need to be done. So there's the price of that. I have customs quote down there, and then to buy the hard suction is the next price. So we have a remaining balance of $7,431.04 out of that 25. Okay. Now we still have to buy. There's still some tools we have to purchase, which I think we can get by with. I don't know, 1,000, maybe 2, to get the tools that are needed and the appliances that are needed for it. We need new nozzles, but as a department, we decided for our UTV ride, we're gonna put out a thing to donate for new nozzles. So we'll have new nozzles set up, and we'll have the prices of, because a new nozzle runs $600 to $800 a piece.
That's for the new truck.
Yeah, because our nozzles are old. We haven't really been up like we should have. Just the ones that have been there. And then we need a ground monitor, which the ground monitor is an ISO rating that we need on the truck, and that is by about $4,500.
What is that?
$4,500.
I know that. What is the ISO reader?
Well, that's what they require us to carry on our truck.
But what's it for? It's for.
So it does large amounts of water.
Okay.
It's not, we don't have a deck gun. Usually most engines have a deck gun on the top. This
Okay.
truck does not have it.
Oh,
So
okay.
the ground monitor will set on the ground and it does high volumes of water. So at a price, of course, of $4,000 to $4,500. So we're hoping at the UTV ride, we can pull some funds there so we don't have to pull more out of this fund. So that's where we're at. I don't know. I guess I'm just looking for approval so we can get the truck up to custom, get all this work done so we can get it in service. So, any questions?
You did awesome. You're gonna get it all done for like we sold the old truck for, basically. If not.
Hopefully we have a little bit left in the bank.
Left
I'm
over.
trying, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, do I have a motion
Yep,
to
I'll make
approve
that
what is done for making estimates?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Hold on here, so we're only approving this,
This one.
yes.
Yeah, the other thing was just informational.
Gotcha. So 5705, 56, Terry, you made a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Amanda, there you go.
Oh, Ben, you just got taken up by.
Oh, but
everybody.
Did she gotta make the paper something?
It was like for like 5 months before I seconded it.
All those in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion approved.
All right, thank you.
Great job, Greg.
All right, consideration for water main replacement on West Oak Street. You have in front of you this estimate from JV Hydro LLC, and I will turn it over to Dave and then I'll jump in when he's done.
So what we want to replace is, I mean, to the best of our knowledge, from Clark Street to Side Avenue on West Oak Street. That section of water main, I can't verify that it's all 4-inch because we haven't had it all dug up. But the spots that we have repaired, we've repaired that 3 times since I've been here in 10 years. And when we dug it up, we found other repair bands on that same section. So being that they're redoing the road this year, we want to try to get that replaced, and we're gonna switch it. We're gonna change it all over to 6-inch because everything else is 6-inch around it. And
So what's give, it's sizing down from 6-inch to 4-inch in that short distance?
Yes.
And then going back, okay.
yeah, and I don't know why,
Okay.
why it was never replaced to
It's
6-inch.
6-inch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, I've had 3 water leaks there since I've been here. And I know there were other ones before I started, so. The concern is they come in and redo one and a month later, needs somebody to tear it all up and fix it, so. I got an estimate from JD Hydro and that, I know it's hard to see, I believe it's 56.
No, my glasses are saying 36.
Yeah, I thought it's a 36 too.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy.
This is 26.
It's good.
698.
So,
56,698.11.
That's the number girl over there.
now that, I can't verify that that's what it's gonna be, because I don't know what's under.
If we need longer pipe, gonna be more. If it's shorter distance, it's gonna be less. Yes.
So.
This
My
was
hope,
just his
my hope
best
is
guess.
that when they brought it around time, that they brought it this way with 6-inch and just never completed it into the road, which would make it less costly, so. But we don't know until we dig it up.
And the reason that we're doing this now, we're talking about it now, is Dave and I are going to a meeting, May 7th for the road. They're gonna tell us when they're gonna start the project, all that stuff. We just wanna be ahead of it in case they say, we're starting May 14th and we're starting the stop sign going out. We wanna be able to get on this and fix
I
this.
wanna get
if,
done before they
so
pass
approved,
it.
yes. And so, with that said, 56,000, I already have $46,000 of that money in the water utility if we need to use that to spend. If it goes more, we'll enable the budget. I can make it work, but a big chunk of that is already covered. So that's why we're having this conversation. It should not affect anything else. And Dave and I have already talked about a couple of things. If we have to pull some money from the budget, maybe some seal coating, stuff like that. I know, we know where the money is, so. Yeah, questions? If you don't know what that really is, when it's all gravel down here by Nielsen's, that's the spot.
The reason it's not something that they can do in a day, it's gonna be a few days, and he has to re-tap 5 taps for feeding the houses that are there, feeding the grocery store, feeding the back part, so that's where the cost comes in, it's all the time.
So is there gonna be detours? Or is it gonna be open?
I'm hoping we can leave it open because the water main is on this side of the center line.
1 lane traffic?
4 feet, it might have to switch to 1 lane, but until we get to sign, then that may have to close.
Okay, and if for some reason 170 gets closed, have you got any idea how you would direct or detour?
I'll have to talk to the county and ask them how they would want it done, because if it's a state road, I would have to know how they want me to do it. I mean, we honestly really shouldn't have to close, we should be able to leave it at the very least 1 lane.
Which it wouldn't be up to us to decide if we had to close it.
The state,
Yeah,
yes.
right, good say that.
Yes, so, and I can talk to the county and see what you know, what the recommendation would be, but, yeah, I mean, the only road that I can honestly see us maybe having closed would be Sign Avenue, which, and we just detour them through town, but. And that won't be like a multi-day thing, that'll be a one-day run down, so.
All right, any other questions? Would anyone like to make a motion to replace our water main? Oh, do I have a second? Second. All right, all those in favor, vote by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? All right, we will get on that. Thank you, Dave.
Yes.
Dave, again, item number 16, consideration for 2016 Chevy repairs. This is Corey's truck we're talking about to make it simpler for everyone.
Third year is going out. And I got an estimate from Mike Barstead, they don't rebuild trannies up there, so they would be putting in a brand new tranny with 100,000 mile warranty to the tune of over $6,000. Yeah, I did the same thing. We are still looking to get prices for, to see if we can have somebody just rebuild the tranny. Truck only has 50,000 miles on it, so it's not going anywhere anytime soon. But I have not gotten other prices to have it rebuilt either, but I want to put it out there now before it dies and we have to do it, so.
I know there's an outfit in Richmond, and there's one down there just off of 12 West Menominee.
We've got, I don't have it with me. We've got to look up a couple of places that do rebuild. So our hope is they can just, because it's newer, they can just rebuild third year and just leave it and not have to replace it. So.
With that said, city machinery, equipment repair, we're only at 18% of our budget, you know, 35-ish, 40% through the year. General ops, we still have $17,000, or 14% is all we've spent through this time of the year. So there is money in the budget to take care of this. We can do one of two things. We can have Dave get an estimate. He can come back. We can do approval later, or if you would like, you can just approve that we want to get it repaired. Dave can go through me and we'll obviously take the cheapest way out without, you know, spending the most money we can. So your decision doesn't matter. But if at least we approve it, Dave can move on and at least get this done before it does break down.
Before we wreck the whole thing.
Yeah.
I would, you know, either way, you know, knew you got a price from Mike, you know, taking that one bid, you know, I would check with Baldwin, Emerald, and replacement. Now, same way with repairing, rebuilding.
Yep.
I would like more than one.
Yep. No, we got it because I got it at the end of last week, so I just didn't, there wasn't enough time to pull them all.
Well, he came to me last week, during the week there. I think you were gone that day, and he explained it to me, and I told him before he even comes here to see what Mike would do. As far as replacement or whatever.
Yeah, and he got that, Bill quoted, it's a brand new GM transmission with 100,000 mile warranty on it. There's some other things they have to do, replace when they pull it and replace it, but they do not do rebuild up there, so, but that's the one I do have.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm gonna make a motion with that.
Sure. Okay. Do we want to set a limit of what I can allow him to spend?
Why don't you just make the choice?
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Ben's motion. Would he like to amend?
Or do you want them to come back to us, or do you want to give Kent the power again?
Common sense approach.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, they can do it and they can come back to us and we're gonna feel the same way with whatever they choose.
I can get you my my bid, so you can see them too before we pull the trigger on anything. I'm fine with that.
Oh, and I would reach out to everyone like I usually do with everything for the most part about.
You do pretty good about that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and you get the yays and the nays, so.
Yeah.
We can go that way.
I think we should go that, yeah.
Okay, so the motion has been made to approve, repairing the 2016 Chevy truck,
Lowest bid.
with my approval of the lowest bid once Dave gets them to me.
And I think that's the way Dave would want it.
Yes.
I mean, otherwise, we're gonna, well, Dave said it was okay.
Yeah.
No,
I
And now we're gonna
Yes.
blame Ken.
Do I have a second?
You can shift
Second.
right up there.
Amanda.
All right, all in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right. I look forward to those bids. Okay, discussion action on amended ATV ordinance for Highway 170 between 7th and 320th Street. Chief, I believe that we had to amend our original.
Yeah, you got this, the council has already voted on this, but the state requires specific wording in the amendment. This just adds that wording.
And do you remember which wording it was?
Yes, it was the start and end points that are on there. And then, so from 7th Street to 320th.
Mm-hmm.
And then the A, B, C, and D, all the safety stuff they wanted added as well.
Okay. Nothing changes from what we approved, it's just language in here to make it, so the state will approve.
So they'll take care of that.
Yep, you didn't take
Then
care of it.
Next month, I have it in front of the county board prepared. County ordinance, and then we send to the state and they will sign it for us, they say. So.
Yeah, as long as both us and the county do it, the state is fine with it. Right.
Perfect.
So do I have a motion to accept this amended article to the code of the city of Glenwood City regarding the operations of all-terrain vehicles? So, Jeff,
Go ahead.
do I have a second?
Second.
There we go. All those in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Up there in Cumberland, they're redoing the bridge now. They're starting to redo a bridge. They're gonna add ATV.
All right, agenda item number 18, discussion consideration on closing the dump recycling center on holidays for the year. Terry, this is your baby.
Yep, every holiday that fall, Brandon should have every holiday off too. So what are they, would be Memorial Day? Same as we did last year, right?
Yes, any holiday that would fall when the dump is typically open.
Yeah, on a Saturday, we give him the 3-day weekend as well. We just shut the dump down.
Yeah, we've done it in the past, we've done it for Christmas. Yeah, so if the dump is supposed to be open on a holiday, this would close it, so everyone can have the same day off, we don't have to worry about it. It's already inconvenience people for a day or two, garbage, but it is what it is. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Yes.
Amanda,
Again.
she's getting quick
I
now.
love it.
All those in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right, that is passed. Thank you. Consideration of operator's license for Laura Berger and Raleigh Smith. Chief, do I have a motion? So moved. Do I have a second?
Yes.
All those in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, operator's license are granted. Consideration of summer food truck and outdoor music schedule for M&M. Kristen, do you have anything to add?
Just the music, we only have the band scheduled July 30th, which is a Thursday, and then Saturday, Sunday at Rustic Bar. And obviously would not conflict with any of the Main Street stuff. So Saturday would be earlier in the day and Sunday after the parade.
Just Sunday like normal, like you. Sunday forever.
Yeah, and then we are asking for permission to have an outdoor speaker Thursday night as well. To be done by 8 p.m. Just music streaming.
What time on Saturday would the band have?
I think last year we did 2 to 6.
Okay.
So it was after the car show, but before the.
Before it's down there, okay, gotcha.
Where is it?
Yes, sir.
Based on the schedule here, is it only going to be 3 of these 26 days that they're going to be out for music?
It would be every Thursday
Every Thursday?
Until 8 o'clock.
until 8 o'clock. Yeah. for
So when
sure.
you have a food truck, you're just gonna, even if you have a band, you'll have
Just
something
music,
playing.
yeah, just
Gotcha.
music outside. Yeah.
And is that going to be just as loud as it was last year, where you can hear it 3 blocks away inside your home?
Yep.
And that's okay?
We haven't,
Noise ordinance at
Just-
10 o'clock.
Yeah, but the ordinance also says that it has to be kept at a reasonable volume. Last time I brought this up last year, I got told if I didn't like it, I could leave town. And Shoni liked the comment on Facebook about that. So I think that she's a bit biased as far as this particular thing goes.
Shame on you.
I don't know.
No, Dave, remember we talked, no one else that complained.
Just because people don't complain doesn't mean that they're okay with it. If there's
Well,
66
but we
properties,
don't hear about it, so if we don't hear about it, then it's not a problem. So that's kind of what happened last year.
maybe they don't know that they can't say something.
No, it's America, we have First Amendment, anybody can say whatever they want, you know that. So, if it gets out of control, I think we can call dispatch too, and
So-
they can go through it that way.
So when we can hear it inside of our home and the police in town don't
I
care.
can, you know
I
what?
can hear it at my house.
I can hear the rodeo.
Than you are.
Yeah, I hear the rodeo, I hear St. Clair County Fair, I hear it all up on the hill and I live a mile away. And if it's gonna benefit the patrons and
And
the
it's gonna bring
community
community
members,
members
that's what
to
we're
our
here
town.
for.
So the $450 you get for 3 different food trucks is worth 26 days of music every Thursday, or 3 hours, whatever it is, just blocks away, you can hear it. And
Say,
what does
say
the
that
city get
again,
for
the
that?
music what?
There's 26 days on here, I believe,
Okay, they're gonna have music 26 days this summer, every Thursday,
right, for 5 months straight.
okay?
And what does the town actually get for this, aside from the food
It's
truck?
bringing recognition to our town.
They stop at the gas station and get gas,
Mhm.
they stop at the grocery store.
Why not just sit back and enjoy it?
Yeah.
It's free.
Because it's disruptive.
So it's mowing my lawn at 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, that's your neighbor mowing your
That
lawn.
doesn't take 3 hours.
So it's setting off a fire alarm, but people have to suck it up.
And we can only hear that for like three houses, though. We're talking about more than 3 blocks.
Yeah, but like I said, Dave, we hear it, I live on top of the hill, and I hear every word of the national anthem. I hear the rodeo queen being talked about, I hear it all,
Mhm.
everything, word for word. And we have neighbors that have little kids that can hear it, and they've
Is it
never
miserable for
complained
you,
about
I
it.
guess? Is it miserable for you to maybe have a little bit of fun in your life?
The fun is fine. The problem is that the fun is being forced upon the entire neighborhood here.
I hear cars going past my house, I'm sick.
I hear the train.
You know?
I hear the train.
I
going.
deal with it. I think you're in the minority here, I'm sorry.
And if we can hear
So-
set music over the stuff we're doing in our home with closed windows, it's a bit ridiculous.
Is there anything you can be done with this bandstand and face it the other direction instead of at all the homes? Is that something that can be done?
No, I believe that their bandstand is set to face that way. That's where their parking lot is. If they face it the other way, it would just be
Facing
going to
the
nothing.
parking lot.
You could move it to the other side of the property. Put it closer to the road so it
I
faces. you.
don't think that they want to do that. I can ask them, I would believe that that's probably not something they're looking to do. Would that be
I was
correct?
gonna
for me
say,
to
is the
assume
owner
that?
sitting in this room today?
I mean, you could put it closer to Dawson Dollars, I don't know.
That would be
But it's
closer
getting
to
closer
the
That would be
house.
closer to his house.
Well, if you move your barrels to buy Dollar General and put that bandstand or blockers.
No, they're just gonna-
I can rip it down.
If this is something that the board approves, I would just ask in consideration as to if we can, reasonable, I know that's different to different people, but, just do your best to try and, yeah.
So
So every Thursday, people come to town, drink, have fun, get back in their cars and drive off, and that's cool.
It's
Not everybody comes to
necessarily our
town and
drinking.
drink either.
I mean,
Well,
there
no, they all
might
come
be,
with ATVs, which it doesn't
No,
matter. if you
not
drink or
everybody
drive.
knows.
Not
There's
everybody
people in the
drinks.
community that walk out there.
There's a lot
All
of
right.
people that
So-
come and get.
Do I have a motion to approve the consideration of the summer food trucks and outdoor music schedule for M&M?
No, a
No,
lot more discussion.
okay, what do you want to discuss?
Kristen, I'm very concerned about the band thing on Saturday for Rustic Floor. I know they're talking about doing some more events. I mean,
We can explore
so
that
can
later.
we, can we approve this minus the rustic lore Saturday? So you can talk to the rustic lore committee, like you go talk to the bosses, Jacob and them, and see what they have planned for that day, so it doesn't, it probably won't interfere if you're, what we thinking about doing it from like 11 to 4 or something.
No.
You said like 2 to 6.
2 to 6.
But yeah, you can have any motion you want.
They have a car show before the band on Main Street.
They did last-
During bingo, that's when bingo is, right?
Yes.
The bingo's in the tent and Kristen's over there and it's not gonna be blaring.
No, I don't care about the blaring,
We're open to noise. We want noise.
I'm trying to.
I'm trying to protect rustic.
I'm trying to protect rustic lore, because I don't want any more conflicts like we had last year or whatever. I'm just over that. So.
Yeah, if it's
I
gonna,
would. Shut up.
if it is gonna interfere with rustic. lore,
Right, and
we'll
so can we
absolutely-
just work on that? Can we, I mean, I'd be willing for everything else. Cause we should probably talk, I mean, I don't know if I'm a conflict or not, cause I'm here, there and everywhere. But just, so try to make the peace,
Yes, absolutely.
then I'm okay with it all then.
So then would you like to make the motion to approve with the exception of the Saturday rustic lore until you and Kristen can have further discussion about
Wait,
that?
until Christmas, yep, that's what I make that motion.
Okay, and then, of course, this is contingent on the food trucks paying their people too before they can have.
I think they all have.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't have any, no food trucks gonna be here, just in your parking lot that weekend?
No, only Thursdays.
Awesome, okay, I'm making that
Okay,
motion.
there you go. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right, and there you go, and then you two get together and let me know when everything gets finished up.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. All right, discussion of cameras at the fire hall EMS garage. This is going to be very short and sweet. So we have had a camera down at Inman Park. It is, or was just a trail cam to look for any vandalism, things like that. We've had a public records request for that camera footage. Of course, that takes time, it takes money. And so with that said, I don't know why anyone would need that footage, but any cameras that are at the fire hall, that are at the shop, that are going to be put at City Park at Hinman, we are not doing that until we can consult with the lawyer and see where we stand, because I'm not gonna have cameras up that I think are doing a good service for the community. And I don't wanna answer to people why someone's requesting video footage of their children, and then we have to redact all that stuff. Just too much work, not worth the hassle. So that's the
Do you
camera
mean like
discussion.
a citizen is requesting it or?
It's a
someone
public
else?
records request, yes.
Oh.
And so
Is
we would
requesting-
redact all of the minor spaces, all that stuff in it, but it's a public record, it's able to be requested. For whatever reason, I
If you
don't,
could identify the age, right? If there's some kids that are teetering on minors.
we would redact whatever we thought would be, but it's a lot of work, right? It's 2 to 3
Very
hours of
much so.
Joel's work,
Yeah,
so.
I think it's extremely concerning that someone would request video of children in the park. It's like pedophile type behavior. No, and my child goes to the park.
And that's my concern. I don't want to put cameras out and do something that's gonna put children at risk. That's not what I'm doing. So we are going to just fixate the cameras till I hear from the lawyer, and then we will go from there.
But then that costs taxpayer money to have to contact the lawyer and such too.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
In involving them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for everything that goes on like that costs the taxpayers money. So whoever files it or asks anything like that, you're paying for it, I'm paying for it, and you're paying for it.
So you are hoping to make like a motion or something that stops that from even being an option?
Trying to find out what we are legally responsible to provide if there is a request. If the greater good of the city outweighs the request for the footage. If by giving away this footage, it shows where the cameras are, the angles, would give anyone, and this, I'm not saying anyone is using this for any purpose, but if you requested the footage, you can see, oh, there's a blind spot here, there's a blind spot there. you know, so you were able to do graffiti, just trying to find what our legal options are, because I just don't believe it's in the best interest of our chief to be spending time, redacting photos and things, when all we want to do is put it up to try and keep the vandals alone, so.
Thank you for that.
Anyone else?
If you do have cameras, there will be a request.
Well, there has been, so I assume there will be more, yes. So,
You don't have the right to ask. I suppose you can't legally ask them why they want the footage.
no, it's a public records request. As of right now, it is a public record. Able to request it like you are anything else. So,
Boy, whoever requested that better not run into the wrong moment down here. I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you, that could be real ugly.
I think there's a lawsuit that would be the first thing to look at.
Oh,
all
for
right.
sure.
Moving on, to discussion action on adding additional state requirements to the recycling ordinance.
So when I filed the annual report for recycling, I attended a webinar beforehand, and there are additional languages that need to be added to our current ordinance to make it compliant with the state. So I've highlighted all the sections in the packet that show just what we need to add. It's really minor. I think our general code can help us just add in a few things, and we're all set and compliant with the state.
Make a motion to do it.
Okay. All those in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right.
Thank you, Christine.
Agenda item number 23, discussion, action of a conditional use permit for a large shed at Matt Sullivan's property on 224 Blue Sky Drive. Last night, Matt attended the planning commission meeting. It was recommended from the planning commission to move forward with the plans that Matt has for this shed. It would be an accessory building. He does have another shed out there, but it's on skids, so it does not fall into our typical 3-building thing. We talked about the color, it matches the house, it matches everything. There was really no problem from the planning commission. Am I stating that correctly, Ben? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyone look at the plans? Any questions? Yeah. Questions? So, okay. Would anyone like to move on approving that conditional use permit? Do I have a second? Second. All those in favor, vote by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Congratulations, Matt. You got your shed.
Thank you.
Let's get your checkbook out.
I have a very looking forward. I'm looking forward to that big old box walking out. I have a question though.
Charge your good rate.
I'm looking for donations.
Because you live next to me, is that my mistake? I have a question for you then. So as long as we're talking about this conditional use permit and stuff like this.
What?
You paid $350 for a conditional use permit?
Yes.
That's what conditional. Remember, I'm telling you, I'm trying to learn stuff. And she pays $1,000. Is it something that we don't know about?
Depends on what they are applying.
Okay.
So it all goes through Cedar. Cedar, if it takes them, let's say it takes 10 hours to get all the stuff done, it's gonna cost more. Now, the permit itself may be the same price, it's gonna cost more than it takes them an hour to do something. A shed is a shed is a shed, pretty easy, here's the plans done. It just depends on what you are getting that permit for. Now, the city has set fees for certain things, right? You know, you want a building permit, it costs you $150, whatever it is. But the conditional use permits, Mike Marston probably can tell you that he paid, you know, way more than $1,000 for his. Just depends on what you're trying to
Depends on
build
the amount of time that they have to spend.
and what is involved in that permit. You know, whether you need DNR, like Mike needed that DNR reservoir, all kinds of things. It just depends on that.
Right, and so this was my question. I just want to make sure she wasn't double whammy because she got charged because we had a clerk that made a mistake. That's.
No, Brandy did all the billing for that. So I would assume that's right. We can double check, but I would believe everything.
It's gone, money gone, it's
Yeah.
fine, we got the answer, we're
Yeah.
golden.
Thanks.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, agenda number 24, discussion on a garage at Dave Nelson's property, lot adjoining 624 Clark Street with a possible rezone. Is that in this packet too, or is it just?
It should be in the packet,
All right, I'm gonna bring this up because this one is a little different than what you're, oh, it's probably in the second part, isn't
Yeah, under seated second.
it? Yeah. Hold on. Oh,
Oh, is that it?
That's a garage.
okay, so. Oh, that's the last.
Geez, that one, I retake that big shed. We're gonna have parties in there.
No, he said he actually is gonna get surveyed property lines. So he can't come over.
Stop it, stop
Good.
it. He's with the police now.
Just what he said. I don't know. I'm not making it. Okay, so, as we look at this, you're looking at Walnut Street, so going down Sime. So it's the two lots here currently. This is residential property there. These are two commercial lots, and we are looking, or we're not, he is looking at being able to rezone that to all residential and build, we don't know the size of the shed, we just want to build a shed, but we haven't figured that out yet, right?
Right.
Okay. Yes, correct. So the one issue that the planning commission, we talked about last night, is in theory, if you build a auxiliary structure, it has to be in your backyard. Well, the backyard is defined by the smaller of the two areas. So if you see where the house is now, that would technically be his front yard if we were to rezone that. So the shed would have to be in the backyard, which is the place, the spot closest to Sime Avenue. Which with that lot, probably not a huge deal, but the concern, at least one of my concerns, is that if we change the language to allow them to do that, which is not a big deal, we don't change enough where everyone who had a house could be like, oh, well, he's got his shed in his front yard, why can't we? It's just, we'll base it on the fact that he's surrounded by 3 rows, whatever it was. That's kind of what the planning commission talked about last night. Nothing was approved. He just is looking to get a little bit of clarification. This is something that want to move forward with if the board would be open to rezoning those two commercial lots to residential. Is that correct? If I'm not speaking out of turn?
Correct.
Okay.
Is that on face, Sime Avenue then?
We don't really, I don't think you have a plan at all where the shed's gonna face, right?
I want it to face, the entry doors for the vehicles to face Walnut Street.
Okay. Right. Anything like in the middle, where were you looking to put it? You want to?
I'm looking at putting it right here. Because there was a building there once before and that's gravel. So that's less cost for me. If they can scrape it down to a decent gravel.
Gotcha. And then you're going to remove everything in the lot towards Sime, is that correct?
Yes, then after the garage is built, matter of time, I want to tear down the old greenhouse. Can't tear it down now because it's full of stuff from my other garage. So eventually I want to tear that down.
So I think he's just looking for some feedback if this is something that the board of the planning commission were so to recommend, we would be willing to rezone, allow, it's an oddity, obviously, but, you can't do anything with it, it's commercial land. We can't make any taxes on it unless he decides to, open a business, and I don't think he's looking to work that hard.
Nope, I'm retired.
Your land, do what you want, that's what I say, but I never win when I say stuff like that.
Well,
I think if you rezone,
I think we should consider rezoning.
yeah, I don't know what the big deal is.
Residential, commercial, it ain't good for nothing.
At one time it was, but not.
Hasn't done for a
served
while.
its purpose, so.
Yeah, how long has greenhouse been closed?
I've lived here for 25 years, so,
Yeah.
and it hasn't been open since then.
Yeah, no, I think we should rezone it,
Okay, then, is that the answer you're looking for to start moving forward with everything to bring back to the planning commission, all that kind of stuff?
Right, then I gotta start over and
Mm-hmm.
my steps to figure out what I gotta do next.
Right.
But once it's rezoned, I can't do that until it's rezoned.
So if that's something you'd like to do, then just get a hold of the girls, put it on the agenda of planning commission next month, and they'll bring it to us and we'll rezone it and away we'll go. Because they did not make a recommendation that last night, right, Ben? Yeah, and so we need that recommendation from them before we can act on that as a board. So. Okay. Anything else we can answer for you? That's good enough?
Build
All
a
right.
big shed, we want that money to get out.
Bring your check.
All right.
Money.
If I have any leftover money, I'll help you out.
I'll be collecting that.
Oh. All right. Discussion, action on a site plan review request by Cheryl and Todd Larson for a new large accessory structure located at 140 Surrey Ridge Trail, Zone A1 Agriculture. Is that you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I guess I really don't have anything to say. It's gonna be the same as the shed that's on the land.
Okay.
Same colors and everything. It'll be the two-tone. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it from the road, because that's a downhill slope going back there. And I'm not gonna put a driveway in. I'm just gonna leave it all grass so that it looks more natural. Because I don't have a driveway into the shed that's on there now.
Okay.
And I need the storage for my stuff.
Have you been in contact with building inspector, with Josh from Cedar, any of that stuff?
I went through Cedar Corporation for this. Consider action plan site review request for us.
What's that?
There's information in the
Yeah.
packet for this from Cedar. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we went through Cedar and got everything gone through, and he said everything is good to go.
Do I have a?
I have a question.
You can have a question.
He said I make you mad when I say that. You said you already have a building up there besides your house, you have a big garage?
I have a shed in the back.
So now is that an issue? Because everybody's always asking about the other sheds.
This has not went to the planning commission at all, so there has been, this is the first time it's come to anything. This is just to start, or allow, authorize Cedar to, act on this site plan review.
They always ask about the other outbuildings you have, you have acreage where you're at, so just remind the planning commission that.
Well, A1 agriculture, there's different rules to that than there is to residential, so
Okay.
they'll be made aware. Josh knows all that.
Sure, okay, yep, just wanted to make sure you knew about that.
Okay, so I guess my question is, obviously I've never done anything like this before. So now I gotta go to another thing after this one?
So once your site plan review has been gone over by Cedar and it's approved, it will go to the planning commission to issue the conditional use permit, anything that you would need. If the structure is small enough, it could just be gone to the building inspector. It just depends how big your shed is, that kind of thing. And
Sure.
Cedar Corp will lead you where you need to go next. And then if it is a larger structure, we go to planning commission, they will either recommend or not recommend to the board that we accept, to do that. If it comes to us on the recommendation, I don't know that we've ever not accepted it from them, and then you'll be on your merry way.
Okay.
So do we want to accept this site plan review request by Cheryl and Todd Larson? I have a motion.
I think so, yeah, I'll do it.
Are you making the motion?
I make a motion.
Okay, you have a second.
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor, vote by saying aye.
I.
All opposed? All right, we'll move you on to the next thing. You're good so far.
Okay. So what is the next thing?
When we're done, when we're done with the meeting, I'll give you a few minutes, we'll figure it out, and I'll get you point in the right direction.
Sure.
Okay. All right, discussion action on a site plan review request by Austin Butcher. Betcher. And Mackenzie Haas for a new single-family home located at 150 Hillcrest Court, Zone A1 Agriculture.
These are from them. I got them at the end of the day.
Okay.
Their site plan and.
Yeah.
And I guess from the scale. Picture here with the material as through there.
All right.
Give this for me.
Do we have any anti-horse people here tonight? Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, those
We're on
guys
that-
are-
Are you ready
They
for
were-
next people?
If you're done, you can leave. It's okay. You don't have to stay.
It'll be a loud summer. Building sheds in a house.
Okay, so this is the preliminary site plan for their new construction on 150 Hillcrest Drive. For those of you that don't remember, I just made the horse joke because they were here months ago to make sure they could have animals on their property. That was kind of a condition of purchasing the land that was approved. Now we're getting into the actual buildings of their future home.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, so go ahead, what, anything you wanna say, talk about?
We're just getting ready to build, obviously, pull in, after this, pull our building permit, all that kind of stuff. We're hopefully starting probably a couple weeks in May, so, and then we're gonna be finishing hopefully September, October.
Okay.
Just getting approval process from you guys. There's a blueprint, all that, it fits all the covenants, everything like that for the square footage wise, that kind of stuff.
Okay, with covenants of up
Yep.
there, right, okay.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, don't make Jack come down here and yell at me that you guys didn't follow his covenants and I didn't follow me.
Exactly.
And this has been, you talked to Josh and
Yep,
Cedar. all
yep,
this-
we've been in contact.
Okay.
Email and all that kind of stuff, so.
So is this normal?
What?
Did I know what kind of house you're building sitting here as a council member?
Yes.
This is what you do?
You have to know what kind of house they're building, or you can't really approve. If they just said we wanted to build a house, the next thing you knew, there was a, 3,000 foot high machine shed up there, you'd wonder what was going
Well,
on.
I'm wondering where my bedroom is.
And we've been in talks with the building inspector, all that kind of stuff.
Perfect. All right, so, yes, ma'am.
Where's the house going?
On top of the hill.
On the corner.
Yes, yep.
And then where are your outbuildings going?
We don't have any outbuildings this year. We're just doing like shelters, which will be, I don't know, do we have that?
No,
Here.
Is that on here?
Is that in here?
Not yet, that'll be conditional use permit. In the pastures, we're gonna have 2 small horse shelters, so. But there'll be a couple more meetings on it.
Yeah.
This is like the corner and the driveway's coming out over here. So the house is up here in the corner and then the pastures are up that way. And this is over where John's house is.
You're having no fence or anything over here in this corner?
Nope, we'll eventually do an outdoor arena over here.
And then we're 70
If you
feet
guys wanna
off.
keep it up.
We're quite a bit off the road, and I was looking through everything with Josh this morning, so we're all.
Okay, perfect. All right, do we have a motion to approve the site plan review request by Austin and McKinsey? I have a second.
Second.
You pick, I'm not gonna listen. All those in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right, that's approved. You can have that one back. And we'll look forward to seeing you in more meetings. I'm assuming.
Yes, I will be there.
All right, public hearing of code amendment regarding storage containers. The purpose of this hearing will be to hear citizens' comments on the proposed amendments to sections 450-69 and 450-103 of the City of Glenwood City Zoning Code, adding temporary structures to the accessory uses and structures section, defining and temporary uses, establishing regulations for shipping containers, and discontinuing shipping containers on property outside the, is that L1? Oh, I1 industrial district after 24 months. So, that's gotta be in my other part, or that's something Josh came today, right?
Yeah, I have that right here.
Okay, perfect.
She is good. Or she did a good
We need a
job.
motion first though
To open the public, yes, I just wanted to make sure. All right, we got it. Do I have a second? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the public hearing is open. And what this basically boils down to, without me reading everything, storage containers, it has been recommended by the planning commission, storage containers be not allowed in R1 residential districts. They will be given a 24-month sunset period, meaning they have 24 months to remove them, or then they will either be removed or however we get them out of there. It is allowable in the industrial zone to continue to have shipping containers. That's not a problem. Any commercial properties, Anything that's there now will be grandfathered in, but from going forward, there will be no shipping containers allowed on commercial properties. Reason being, they're not hunkered to the ground, they're not a typical structure. Just a way for people to get around, having to actually build a shed, they can just dump them on there. It's been a loophole in the city for a while, and we're trying to close some of that stuff up. So that is what we're trying to do. I open this to the public hearing. Anyone have any comments, questions, complaints, compliments?
This will not allow, storage containers on R1.
Correct. Well, R1, R2, or in commercial, they'll only allow them in industrial. Yeah, only industrial. Yes.
You said that grandfather there already.
Yeah, in commercial. Yes, residential, there will be a 24-month sunset. So they have it on their residential lot right now. They have 2 years to get it up.
Why did they come up with 2 years?
That's a long time. I was just gonna say.
Because the lawyer feels that that is the minimum allowable adequate time.
For them to find room for what's in there.
Yes, and he said that this, we will not be, he believes that would hold up in a court of law 24 months. He does not believe it will hold up anything less. So that was his recommendation. Yeah.
2 years to make a place look like that. Why not?
All right.
So if this passes, we don't, no one else can bring containers in,
Except in industrial, yes, correct.
so I can't put them up in my yard now?
No, you cannot. We did this just a step.
What if I vote, I might vote against it.
You can build a shed though.
Yeah.
I already got it. I'll put up mats.
All right, are there any comments? Are there any comments? Are there any comments?
Is there going to be any exception for anyone that's looking to build a residential home during the winter months? If they would like to place one of these on their property to keep some of the materials dry and safe while they're in the.
They can
construction
always
phase?
come to the board of the planning commission and ask for an exception.
Okay.
They could. Now, whether that's granted or not, couldn't tell you, but they can't just, as of right now, you could just take it and just put it in, you know, in your place and nothing we can do about it. So that's just what we're kind of covering up here. All right, comments? Comments? Comments?
I'm
What?
for it. I'm just for it.
Okay. Comments? 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 All right, having heard no more. Do I have a motion to close this public hearing? Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right, public hearing is closed. So now, agenda item number 28, discussion or action of ordinance number 2026-01, the code amendment regarding storage containers, which you have in front of you. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second,
All right, will you call the roll, please, Madam Clerk?
Fletcher,
I don't vote.
sorry, Ross.
yes, yes.
DeGrosse. Kraft. Shoney. Yes. Stoner.
Yes.
Bird.
All right, that ordinance will be changed.
Yeah, I know. I'll probably still forget.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, discussion of code amendment regarding accessory structures. Really not a lot to talk about. Ben, am I right in saying that there wasn't really any consensus as to what they wanted to do? We talked about changing possibly the size allowable of a shed without having to get a conditional use permit. Right now it's 12 by 12, maybe that's 14 by 14, maybe that's, you know, whatever. But that way you just go to the building inspector, you pay your fee, you put it on a slab and away you go. That's kind of the stuff we talk about, making it a little easier. Am I correct in
Put
saying that?
concrete underneath it. It has to be. It has
Secured to the
be
ground.
secured to the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the next step to try and get away from all these sheds on skids and, you know, the getting around having a third thing. But it was nothing really acted on, right? And that just discussed.
Yeah.
So this is just to kind of keep you guys informed. Anything you guys would have to add that we can bring back to the planning commission about that kind of stuff? Is that something that sounds like it makes sense? Trying to make things a little simpler, a little easier to build. It's kind of going back to like Justin Swenby's shed, which I think was a little bigger than it, you know, was, but at the end of the day, could have put a shed on a slab and could have saved a lot of time and money. And just, we've had a few complaints over the last years about how hard it is to build a simple shed, so maybe trying to find a size that works, that is acceptable, where you don't have to go through all the hoops just to get it done.
Right, they're looking for, we gotta come up with, agree on a size, and then the rest of it simple. And then you don't have to go through this conditional use.
Yeah, like,
stuff all the
like,
time,
them,
you know.
those guys, you guys didn't know, nobody knew. Yeah, make it easier so we can get more money.
Well, the bigger one you have.
I guess my thing for me would be more or less, like, I'm thinking either legalize side by sides,
Yeah, we
golf
look-
carts, you know, that kind, like the length of what a four-seater would be plus a golf cart, you know,
Right.
what?
Mhm.
Would
And
that
that's
be something
something-
acceptable?
Yeah,
you
we've
know what I
got
mean?
something, we're still discussing it
Okay.
and stuff. And
But no,
we've
that's-
looked, we've
yeah,
looked at that, because they brought up, you know, the size we've got now, 12 by 12, you can't get a vehicle.
Mhm. Well, I'm just thinking side by side too, it's
Yeah.
tight.
Right, right, and stuff, so we haven't come up with the exact.
But then obviously, you know, since different size lot, you can't go too big or otherwise, you know, you take it, then it turns another battle where too much of the lot is being used for outbuilding that kind of stuff.
You could probably just go on a square footage, like maximum 2.
Mhm.
Yeah, we got that too.
Not to exceed, like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep it simple.
We make it so people can.
we should have something at the next, the way it sounded at the next meeting.
Yeah, it sounds like we'll have another planning commission meeting coming up with
Right.
you guys, so we'll probably have more time to talk.
And we gotta get Hager in on that.
It's up to him.
I know.
All right,
it's good.
anything else, discussion on that code amendment? All right, with that being said, our next meeting is Monday, May 18th, 2026 at 7 PM. Same bat time, same bat channel. Agenda item number 31, Ben. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you everyone for attending.
I still got you.
Yeah.
I have one.
Yeah.
I do.
Anything else to that too? You know, like, see wherever you want to. You get plans done, whatever you want to do for you, you know, bring them there. So then, yeah, if it was only so, get that bid for jobs done, and all that stuff for you. Yeah, but it's like- Is he trying to run away?
I just got another shipment today. I think we're almost at your budget.
Yeah.
Here, you want one for your Yeah, we got time. Thanks, Carl.
For what?
Yeah.
will hit Kristen, she's right over there in the office. So just give me 1 minute. All right.
When you're done. No, I'm done. Just drawing site plan.
Well, and you know what, next week we're gonna talk, next week we're gonna talk about seller demand.
I have a question.
Over there. The old part of it. So we wouldn't have to put They wanna put up a, what you call it?
So we would utilize.
Yeah.
So we would have.
As far as
Sections. Each section will have a theme based on
Well, they can be, but if we separate.
Yeah.
It's kind of the way I work.
Oops, sorry. No, you're fine. Thanks, Kenny. No, you're good.
But there's not.
You're good. But yeah, I didn't know that you had to sign. Even as if I was doing it in my mind. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm wrong with that. That's awesome. It's a good problem.
Yep.
All right. See you later.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll do.
Did you all? Okay.
In case I got here, you guys got my throat straight.
Hello.
There you are.
Okay. No,
Anyways.
never.
Is he still in there? Or did he leave?